Another episode of CFM Connected Franchise in the CFA. Game number 2, week number 2, going up against the Packers. I have not played him in a while, so we'll see how this goes. He was in the league I originally was in, and then he left for a while. Now he came back to Madden, so I know he was good in the a couple years ago when I played him. Right now, since he's been out of the game for a while, we'll see what we got. I mean, I'm still not going to take him lightly. That's for sure, because I know he was good at this game before. So we'll see how this goes. And again, I got a little bit more practice in. Played one more head-to-head game. So kind of got somewhat of a scheme going for this Madden. I mean, I'm still kind of using my old scheme. And I kind of wish I would have prepared more for the last game, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm 0-1. Hopefully we can get the 1-1 or 1-1 and get the season back on track.
This place first opened back in 1957.
Here we go. See what we got.
Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel.
Okay, so it looks like I lost the toss, so I'm gonna get the ball first.
As the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
I signed a kick returner because I didn't really have one. I cut my
when they see that happen, it just doesn't
old
feel
one.
right,
So,
does it? Plus you're giving up yardage.
all right, let's start off with the good old draw play here. I got a feeling this is going to work pretty good. We'll see what kind of defense he comes out in. All right, middle kind of looks open, kind of doesn't because he's moving that guy over. Let's move this guy over, see what he does with that.
A give. This is
block shed.
so a loss
Nobody
of 5,
blocked.
but it'll be second down.
Gotta love it when
As a
nobody
kid, I
blocks.
got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got
It's my
swallowed
favorite.
up.
Well, he did blitz everybody, but yeah, whatever.
All right, now here we go.
Looks like another man coverage.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think
I'll
this
take
is
those
gonna
5
be
yards back.
Minnesota.
Oh, it's on me? Come on, man. Well, this is a great start.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Cook following the penalty. And going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
I can't run the ball
They'll
this
get a
year.
yard back there. They'll be left
That's
with
the
a
one
third
thing that
down
I've
and
noticed.
long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic.
The one
In this
thing I've
case,
noticed
how
is
about the
like
free safety
not,
coming
I
up and
don't
making the
know,
big-time play?
just not running the ball very well as
This is the
usually do.
script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Gosh, that is not what I'm doing. Oh my gosh.
Play clock about to
Ooh,
expire. We
the
get
controls are
whistle
really
and
bugging me. Like it
timeout.
feels
They'll
so
have 2 remaining as we step aside
flippin'
here
slow.
in this first quarter.
like, come on.
And I don't think this is the
I'm hitting the
script they had
frickin'
in
button.
mind for their opening drive.
React.
This is third and long.
Freaking Madden driving me nuts already. This is game 2. See what I mean? What the hell is that? There it goes, finally.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Oh, he's open. He's got it.
Caught inside the 30.
Hurdle. All right, there we go. That looked like another man blitz that just burned him on. Let's see if that's what it was. Yeah, it was.
And the Vikings have taken a first quarter.
I mean, I can't blame him for man blitzing there.
Heck of
I
a
mean,
start to his
my
season. He had
offensive
2
line actually
touchdowns in the
blocked for a
opener last
change.
week, another one here in week 2.
That didn't happen.
You
know,
locked in,
I mean, I'm like
and you feel good about things. You get into that
third
zone,
and forever.
those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Man blitz there is not a bad
I
call.
would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Carlson.
All right, so I got lucky on that drive. Caught him in a man blitz, and my offensive line actually blocked. So
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
I'm gonna need to run the ball
Return here, he'll be stopped
to,
just shy of the 25 at the
be successful
24-yard
at all.
line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Oh, I overran that big time.
It's Jimmy Graham.
That's the problem of having a fast linebacker. It's a slow tight end.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
All right, let's throw a little blitz of our own at him here. A little casino blitz. Let's base a line. I'm not going to blitz Kendricks, though.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And the
There we go.
reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right. I want to bring in the fixer. There it is. Free safety, middle 3. 2nd and 14.
Hey, check 26.
On 2nd down.
There it is, the fixer. He got in there. Oh no, that was Gideon. That was Gideon. Never mind. That wasn't Smith.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now
I kind of don't want to give him time, but I don't want to happen to me what happened to him. Let's do this.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Alrighty, there we go.
And that's going to make it 4th down.
they've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
I want my punt returner to give a chance here.
You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah,
It's all right.
a lot of people think the coaching staff
Still
really
feels
gets
slow,
it
though. I
right.
mean, the whole game just feels slow, to be
Most of these
honest.
guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in
I
their
don't want to do that.
performance.
Yeah, let's do
Now
that.
come the Vikings. They have to be thrilled with that first drive.
I wanna
They got
flip
them the
it. I wanna flip
touchdown.
this.
Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they
So I
spent
think I'm
all
on
week
the
in
left
practice
hash.
in
I wanna be-
meetings
yep,
talking
let's
about
flip
taking an
that.
early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Let's flip it back.
They start the drive with Cook. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The tackle will be credited to Jake.
My best run so far.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one will
You guys think I'm
swallow it up because what
exaggerating.
they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take
Well,
the bait and
that probably
move
is an exaggeration. I
laterally
think I had like
and
a
open up a crease
15-yard
that they
run
can
the last
through.
game.
Didn't happen on that play.
All right.
On second down, Cook.
Oh my gosh. There's just no blocking.
Now third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On third down, Cousins.
Oh man, that time nobody blocked. Drop back sack. Gotta love it.
And it'll be a loss of 7. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26.
Oh shit. Okay, we got him.
A terrific return there. 7 yards all told. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10.
That formation, huh?
The Packers getting ready to go. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The all-pro corner, Xavier Rhodes, there to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Oh, I never changed the name of the stream. I just seen that. Well, shoot. I have to wait. Grab that real quick.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26.
There.
Montgomery on the counter. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Let's go dollar. I want to bring the fixer again. There it is.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
3 down. Zoom.
Working from the gun, Rodgers.
There we go.
Fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
That's the rookie. Come on, he's not going to outrun it off. Okay, Cobb caught him, but that offensive lineman was going to catch him.
Inside the 25-yard line.
Decline.
Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
Do I? Do I have to take that penalty, Madden? Okay.
A handoff. It's Murray.
Man alive. I just can't run the ball.
Strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Whoops. I screwed that up. Let's do that again. There we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That is caught.
Attaboy, Treadwell.
And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and goal.
I know what play I'm missing. That's okay. This should get me there.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His first touchdown.
All right, let's go.
And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes.
I think he's going to try to hit me on a shot over the top here. I think he's going to take a shot. I think he's going to take a shot. Let's go 3-4.
24-25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
I really feel like he's going to. This is play action shot. That's what I'm thinking.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh!
And it falls incomplete.
I was right on the play action at least. Yeah, can't talk. I was right on the play action.
Really didn't show up in the loss last
All right.
week, and it hasn't started
bringing the fixer again.
You can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery.
There we go.
He will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So this will
Kind of feel like I should have declined that, but
now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
ooh, the rookie's getting some playing time. I like it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Lets this one
Oh.
rip toward Graham. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. And all the way down to the 42.
Roughing the pass.
Extra on top of the big play
Ooh.
there.
All right, bad call. Good play by him. Bad call by me.
If you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer. Garbage, man.
Now Rodgers operating from the gun. Flush to his right. This is Cobb with a catch right side.
Tackle him, please. Oh, he fumbled it. Somebody get it.
And the defense from
Dang.
a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes
Whoa.
right to the football. This is something you've talked about.
Okay,
in all
so
your preparation for the
Barr's
game.
tired then,
Defensive
apparently.
message training camp. Knock
Let's
the
do
ball
this.
free,
Let's
take it away from the
do
other team, and now you have that chance.
this.
There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering
Cloud
it.
flats
They
out
knocked it
there. There we
free,
go.
but couldn't take it away.
Give me my middle linebacker. Thank you.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. A strong running. And able to push his way forward here for a good little game.
That's me. I always try to hit
Get a nice
stick.
chunk there on
I
the
swear
first
I would
down
probably
run, and it's 2nd and 4.
do better on defense if I didn't try to hit stick
Now,
all the
look, that
freaking
wasn't
time.
a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the
There we
ground.
go.
Did you get the
Let's
same feeling I did during our meetings that they kind
bring
of
some
regretted
heat.
that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of
okay,
that early.
that's all right. This might be a touchdown.
319.
Who cares?
319.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery.
Oh, I was figuring he was going to do an inside slant and throw it right away when he was audible.
Thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
That's fine. Yeah.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
Oh, I think he's short. Oh, no way. He's short. What? I thought he was short. And Kendricks gets hurt. Great.
Hey, check 26.
Now Jones. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Zoom, zoom.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the
Anyway, Barr.
at about the 1-yard line.
Good hit.
A touchdown saving tackle.
Bruce
there.
Sternum.
Now it's third and goal.
Crying out
So
loud.
much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
It's anything but 3 wide or 4 wide. 2 wide, I'm going goal line. 3 wide. 4, 6. Outside rush.
Green 19, 258, 258.
Rodgers now on third and goal.
Oh!
And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
What a play by Gideon.
Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
6 rushes, 4 yards.
There for the stop.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, who is this guy? He's special. And he said, dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field.
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns.
I'm gonna guess that's on me again.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
So you can't freaking getting angry at the game again. That's twice in a row I fake snapped it,
The false start
and I got a freaking false start.
needing 10 yards on second down.
Gun. The hot. Yellow, 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 yellow. Where's the hot? Gun.
Throwing is Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Comes another blitz, it looks like. Oh, hey, look at that. No false start.
Now Cousins.
Oh, good play by his D. As he's covering a different guy. Come on.
Not only was the call
Bad
spot
luck.
on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
I didn't know.
Third
I didn't
down,
look to
you
see where
gotta
the
try
wind was
and find
going.
something. There's nothing available there for him.
There you go.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packers.
Last man, you kick it in the middle of the field, you might as well just, give him the touchdown.
Getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
He'll buy some time right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Graham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
That's fine, yeah.
Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining.
That was a touchdown.
We'll be right back.
I bet you he's going, no, why'd you call timeout? Because I saw it. That was a touchdown.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. This is
Touchdown.
and he's brought down.
Oh, not a touchdown. So I got a chance here to stop him.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Good play. It's funny, almost give a touchdown anyway.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that play
Away, Smith.
absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he'll go backwards.
What sucks about that is every tackle he breaks, the way he goes back, he loses yardage. It's just stupid.
The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have
Give him
thrown it, or
forward
maybe he shouldn't have
progress.
caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
To throw is Rodgers. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look
I'm gonna do
lethargic,
safe.
out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this
Still
second
doing
quarter.
safe.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Crosby puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
Oh, for... Getting really annoyed at the false starts. It's like in real freaking football, you know the snap count. You can get in the huddle and say, hey, I'm going to hard count here. Don't jump. Come on. And he's man blitzing again. Screw it. Yeah, I ran right into that. I should have audibled out of it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, here we go.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
because
all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, we're doing this.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And able to get this.
That was lucky. I'll take it.
Before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Two minutes to play here in the first half.
Dang it. Yeah, I wanted to call that. Where is it? Is it in this formation? Yep, there it is. Let's see that man blitz that you're throwing at me. Oh, yeah.
A first down throw for Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Right on through.
He's taken down. Jake Ryan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Unflippin' believable.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
Hey, I got more yards than
back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
I got more yards than attempts now.
Go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Let's see here. Can't call that. I want to, though. Drive out. I've called that a couple times already. Let's call that.
The Vikings on third.
See if we can't catch him in something.
This is 3rd and 10.
We're going. We're going. Let's go. Where's your hot? Black.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete.
I don't know where that ball was being thrown. Sides to the defense. My gosh.
You got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
I couldn't see the line. Not even close. Terrible punt.
Offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Rodgers now on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sheldon Richardson.
Out of the way.
The middle gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, check 26. Jump out.
Rodgers now operating from the gun. Looking deep for Adams.
Oh my gosh, pick that off.
Not sure he was accounting for the free
Come on,
safety.
man, pick that off.
3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Trevor Davis now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
Now look out, Rodgers.
Oh, come on, Vikes, get that. Come on, grab it.
And they are going to take
away.
over right there at the 22-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh.
Intercepted.
Good pick.
Picked up by Josh Jones.
I shouldn't have thrown that ball at all. Oh, hey, look at that.
How big is that penalty?
That was a huge penalty. Huge penalty.
Teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
I got lucky there.
Cousins now to throw on first down. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Carlson now to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Nice. Thank you, Sendejo.
Incomplete. It was Andrew Sendejo from his strong safety spot able to make the play.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Emerson Griffin is hurt. Reasons unknown.
Get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain.
I don't think he's going to fake it, but I'm just going to go on a fake punt anyway. Just because you never know. A guy might just get super, aggressive. Hopefully a bounce. Good bounce.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Bruised sternum. Everybody's bruising their sternums. Stop bruising your sternums, people. Keep your sternums in check. I'm pretty sure that's what the other player was, Kendricks.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix
Man alive, I can't freaking
Jair Alexander making the tackle.
Tough first half
run the ball.
unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. He'll pick up only
Can't run the frickin' ball.
With a 3rd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Cousins. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own.
Whatever.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball,
Seriously, get in his way.
rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
There's like no freaking blocking in this game whatsoever.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. first down. Rodgers lets it go for Nelson. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Throwing is Rodgers, escaping the pressure right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll wind up getting
got a little jumpy. He had a guy wide open down the middle.
The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the
That-a-way bar.
Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Cousins on first down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one.
Oh my gosh, no way.
30, past the 20.
Oh, shoestring tackle.
This when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense.
That's offensive yards, sort of, kind of, not really.
Or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Yellow.
They run again on first down. Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Just running into his man blitz.
Gun.
Cousins now on 2nd down.
Oh, that should have been a pick. That should have been a pick. That should have been a pick.
And it's 3rd down now.
That was a bad throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Line out. The hot.
Cousins now. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
That's twice I've gotten touchdowns off of penalties.
Touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Carlson now to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He finds an opening past the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard
I
gain.
see ya. I
Partner,
see
as a
ya.
quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. He's going to air one. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Good play.
48 yards.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run with Montgomery.
Oh, wide open.
Get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
All right, that was not my best defensive calling.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out.
Okay, so you're going to man blitz me.
Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
There it is.
Hey, we're good.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Ah, dang it. Throw it right away. Why'd I have to hit the button twice?
It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man.
Seriously. Should have been picked again because I had to hit the button twice. I hit it right away. Nothing.
3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6.
This game.
This is 3rd and 7. Now Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Good blocking there.
This game ain't over. I got to play some defense here.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Knight. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Knight stepping up. He's going to keep it. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Getting cheesed now. Cheese is real.
The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
On 1st down, Knight. Boy, stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The Packers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Knight.
Oh, come on, Barr.
Had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Back to the ground. This time,
Come on.
This has been a Sight all afternoon as they
Piss off with that.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Freaking drive me right into the back of my own offensive lineman when the hole's right there to the other side.
Vikings on 3rd down.
I hate that.
Success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Wide. To high. Ready.
Here's Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So
What the fuck is with all these freaking calls? Like, shut up.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run it again with Cook.
Oh, that was me. That was me.
Back at the 40. It's a
That was me.
4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was all me.
It's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
That didn't work.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
3rd and long for Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there.
I don't know which way the wind's freaking going. Okay, that way. I see it.
If you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up, they were able to read and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Terrible punt.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Off the play fake. Knight. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Knight. And Adams has it. Complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. Back to throw. Knight. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard.
I think normally
Another bruised sternum.
with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Knight. And that'll be incomplete.
Nice, Sendejo.
It was Andrew Sendejo from a strong safety spot able to make the play.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Another man blitz. I'm going to run right into it because this game's pretty much over.
On 1st down, Murray. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They go with Murray again. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Vikings on 3rd down.
I get no run blocking.
Opportunities 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they take a knee.
Alrighty, that ends the Season 2 game. Vikings versus Packers. I got to go to one-on-one. It's a crazy, weird game. A lot of penalties, a lot of frustration. I ran into his man blitz a lot, just trying to establish a run game, and most of the plays I knew weren't going to work, but he wasn't getting much going on offense either.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance.
He had a couple drop picks that could have changed the game. I had a couple drop picks that could have changed the game. Pass interference in the end zone was huge.
They'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to.
And then that, I believe he got another interception, and there was a roughing the passer call, and then I got a touchdown out of that. That was huge as well. But it was 14-3 at that point. He never got past 14, so I guess that didn't really matter, because that made it 21-3. But still, it changed the complexion of the game. Maybe he would have called his timeouts here, and he would have maybe gotten the ball back or something, and then go for the win or something. Either way, all those penalties, all those calls changed the course of the game. Yeah, this Madden is weird. It feels different. I don't think it's a good different either. It's just off. I mean, I like that man coverage and man blitzing is a little bit better. So far, it seems that way. That's my rushing. How terrible is my running offense? 14 attempts, 7 yards, half a yard a carry. Yowzers. That's if I'm gonna go anywhere in this league, I gotta get that solved. I mean, part of that's my offensive line. They're just not blocking. I'm not hitting turbo, because I know that's what you're gonna say. I am not hitting turbo. But I think a couple times I did. But that was in the beginning, but then I remember lay off the turbo. I don't know. A couple times I had some open lanes, I just missed them, missed my blocks, or not, didn't miss my blocks, missed my holes. But I'll get that sorted. I usually do. Oh wow, I sacked him a bunch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. How many times he sacked me? 2, 3, 4. That's still too many. Alright, anyway, thanks again for watching. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you for Game 3 in Madden. And I believe I got a couple other games to upload. Like, I think I got some Blackout to upload, some H1Z1 still. But yeah, we'll see if we'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching.